Hey, this is Hot Chocolate with Paul for Saturday, September 28, 2024. Coming to you on this late September, early fall, as we head into fall. I've had some interesting things coming up with Hot Chocolate with Paul. One is that I've started up a new Facebook page. The Facebook page is called Hot Chocolate with Paul. So if you're not already a part of it and you would like to be a part of it, just search for Hot Chocolate with Paul on Facebook and you should be able to sign up. It's public. I'm going to be doing some short videos to go with that. They're called Facebook Reels. I think those will show up on Instagram as well. So that should be fun to watch. That'll be something in addition to the YouTube channel. In addition to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page, if you haven't already been following it for the last 2 months, Hot Chocolate with Paul has a version of it on Get Mad Radio. You can find Get Mad Radio at getmadradio.com. Or you can find it on the iHeartRadio app. So it's on Monday mornings, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We play 2 hours worth of classic rock and roll, and you get to listen to me blabber about other topics. Some of it is the audio of what you hear on YouTube, but not all of it. I would say the majority of what happens on the Get Mad Radio channel is unique to that channel. So if you like the kind of things I talk about, you can keep listening right here on YouTube, Hot Chocolate with Paul. And you can also listen to getmadradio.com on Monday mornings between 9 and 11 Eastern Time. Get Mad Radio, making a difference. Looking around a bit, I'm looking for signs of leaves starting to change color. Every so often you see a tree, but most of it's still pretty green. This is coming from Vintage Lane onto 390 South. As I'm recording this, I'm heading to Geneva and Belhurst Castle, where I will be officiating a wedding. And by the time you see this, the wedding will have been done. So we'll show some scenes of Belhurst Castle once we get there. It's Olympia High School on the left. And there's that pedestrian bridge that goes between Olympia High School and the neighborhood to the west. Coming up to the West Ridge Road exit. I still remember when this section of 390 was finally finished. They had that double-decker bridge there for the longest time before 390 even extended northward from here, which is to my rear as we're looking at this video. And then 390 only extended to Scottsville Road at that point. And if you wanted to go further south, you would have to take Route 15, I think. Looking at some cumulus clouds off there in the distance. As I'm recording this, a cold front had just passed through earlier today, and it's clearing up now. My car thermometer says it's 76 degrees. It's Thursday afternoon as I'm recording this, in case you're curious. Thursday, September 26, about 3:40 in the afternoon. Like I said, I'm headed to Geneva, to Belhurst Castle for a wedding rehearsal. Yes, I do go as far as Geneva. I absolutely love Belhurst Castle. I think it's a great place to have a wedding. Admittedly, it's expensive, but if it's something you can afford, it's nice. There's a police officer there on the left. Doesn't seem like a whole lot is done about people speeding excessively these days. Could be later in the evening I come through here and people are just shooting through like rockets. Clouds are definitely thicker to the south, as you can see. Going east on 490, this is one of my favorite views of downtown Rochester as we get closer to it. Plymouth Avenue exit to the left and the Broad Street exit to the right. About to go through the inner loop and the Freddie Sue Bridge. For many years I went to the left there, the Plymouth Avenue exit, and I worked on East Avenue at the TV station, Channel 10. That ended just over 10 years ago. Alright, here we go. Do they still call this the inner loop? I don't even know. Coming up to the bridge. There's been a lot of work being done on it lately. Crossing the Genesee River here. The best view of downtown from here is to my left, which is out of the frame of this camera, so I'm driving, so I'm not going to pick it up and show it. Lots of accidents right at this loop right here, especially trucks that don't slow down before they come through here. Well, I survived that one. Gotta love afternoon rush hour traffic. It's slowing up a little bit here. There's a construction there too. Eastbound on the New York State Thruway now. I'm about 4.5 miles from the Geneva exit number 42. And as I'm recording this, there was a bad accident this morning. I'm not sure if this slowdown that I'm in had something to do with the accident, but it is definitely a possibility that they're still cleaning up from it. So we just grin and bear it. We're kind of coasting along here. Just either taking that sign down, or I guess he's taking it down. So maybe things have cleared up now. At this point, I'm 1.5 miles from the exit. As you can see, we caught up with the clouds that moved through Rochester earlier today. One mile from the exit. Half a mile from the exit, and I've been passing all these signs that say the right lane is closed, but it appears to be open now. So here's the Geneva exit. Yeah, I see a lot of stuff in the road there. I don't know if it shows up on the video, but it appears to be where the accident and the mess were earlier this morning. So here we are, Geneva, exit 42. Continuing southbound on Route 14, we're just coming into the city of Geneva. Geneva, New York. Not Geneva, Switzerland. We'll take a mini tour as we go through the city of Geneva on our way to Belhurst Castle. I don't know how much I can really identify. As many times as I've been here to do weddings and on few school field trips, I really don't know a lot about what's here. There's a hotel on the left, right on the lake. I did a wedding on the lake there one time, some years ago. Hey, if you're watching me for the first time, seeing me on Hot Chocolate with Paul for the first time, and you wonder why I keep talking about weddings, I officiate weddings on the side. I marry people. As of now, I'd say I've done approximately 330 weddings in the last 10 years. It's something I thoroughly enjoy doing. And honestly, Belhurst Castle is one of my favorite places to officiate a wedding. It's beautiful there. We'll be showing that shortly. Turning onto Castle Street. I believe that's City Hall on the left. I know the post office is over there because when I officiate a wedding in this area, I usually drop off the marriage license at the post office on the left there. I turn down this street right here on the left, Linden Street. There's boxes there for dropping off mail. That's the process though. I officiate a wedding, I fill out the paperwork. The marriage license, it gets sent in. It has to go back to the clerk's office within 5 days of the wedding. And then I get that in there, and then they process it and send a marriage certificate to the couple. Continuing south on Route 14. Got about 2 miles to go before I reach Belhurst Castle. Some nice looking apartments around here. So there you go, beautiful downtown Geneva. Nice view of the lake on the left there, Seneca Lake. I know it's hard to see in this camera. Wait for these people to cross. I assume you know it's a law to stop and let people cross at a designated crosswalk like that. If it's a jaywalker, they're on their own. I see some trees around here looking like they're changing color. It's getting there. Out here in the Finger Lakes region. Coming up to Belhurst Castle. Just about 3/10 of a mile up on the left. I've probably done about a dozen or so weddings at Belhurst Castle. Most of them have been outside. Most of them have been in good weather. The forecast tomorrow is for good weather, so that's good. I think one or two of them are inside. If you go to my Upstate Wedding Bells website, you will see a slideshow. And you will see some pictures of previous weddings that I've officiated at Belhurst Castle. So here we are, the entrance to Belhurst Castle. And that's it on the right there, just outside of the frame of this picture. Get a better view in a few seconds. And there it is. I'll just get my parking spot and then go in. That is the older section, I assume the original section of Belhurst Castle. And this would be the newer section. This is the Stonecutters Tavern. I've done a couple of weddings in here. There's the wedding party. We just finished the rehearsal. And this is the area out back where the wedding will be. The chairs will be set up right about here, and this is approximately where the aisle between the chairs will be. So they come down. They give the bride away right about here. And then this is my view once the chairs are set up. Here's a view of Seneca Lake. And then over there on the other side of the lake is Ventosa Vineyards, where I've also done some weddings. Another view of Belhurst Castle. That's all for Hot Chocolate with Paul for today from Belhurst Castle in Geneva. Have a good day.